I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no hoe lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying. This shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He a demon, it's an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. You took that oath in blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, I ain't listening. Is in fact if revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jake. So Tower War, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't just do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit light work. It ain't about who got this gun, it's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand and feed you, you won't never get that hand back. He bitch about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. I'm a certified woman's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow sign, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still about my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get that boy lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Westworld.
Right. Everything is lawful. Westworld.
The pressure on. I remember bringing nothing home. Make it little just to make it known. Steady, ready, better watch your tone. When I was 5'7", I was breaking bone. I had to 5'7", now I want the chrome. 9'11", I was in my zone. Lose the argument or lose your dome. Keep cool, ain't no running up. Damn, now I'm coming up. They coming to kiss me, you dumb or what? You drawn, you done enough. They told me don't rush it, just wait my time. Paying attention, I see the signs. Coming right to me like Amazon. No time for distractions, I'm on the grind. Little shorty, your ticket, she know she fine. Got a couple of so never mind. They throwing the shade cause they know I shine. Reason I'm going in overtime. You stuck in your ways, you keep fantasizing. I just go get it, don't think about it. Don't make it an issue, it ain't a problem. Not too much talking, just organizing. One Westworld, no way around it. Heavy, so you know I'm grounded. Too sturdy, I'm well rounded. Tunnel vision, I don't see a challenge. Get a minute, I'm killing it. Case closed, I don't need a gavel. Know you hate it, don't even matter. New page, still the same time.
But just never forget that I do not. Always have that fresh in your mind. That I feel absolutely nothing for your pain and your problem. Because I know that all of your pain and problems are a test to make you stronger.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drowning away or you gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
Seeing if you're gonna step up into what's world, you're gonna run.
You stick to the end, you get glorified. Let's make it official, I'm one of them. One of the greatest, there's no exempt. It took me a minute to figure it out. I was struggling, get it made a man. I shuffled the deck and I played my hand. Just give me a reason to put them on you. Didn't believe that I had me a vision. Should I believe that you niggas loyal? We giving up game, they fumbling plays. I'm tired of talking, I'm rapped out. Before that we started, they tapped out. I jumped in my duffel and blacked out. What you witnessing is elevation. Glory road to my destination. The haters, it's a celebration. And I put that on my reputation. When the fall, this a demonstration. Get sick and I know they hate it. One Westworld every season. Hot boy, this dedication. I'm giving game, I don't need favors. Go against us, you won't see the danger. You ain't family, you a damn stranger. I'll beat your ass, I don't need a baby. I don't got time for excuses. I'm plotting on making the killer. I'm getting the feeling, they know that I'm coming, I'm running, let's get to the business. I was
here, they'll stay alive with you.
I live in a world where we coincide. If you're not ready to stay inside, you drown in a wave, or you gonna ride. You stick to the end, you get glorified. You stick to the end, you get glorified.
They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one West. They're one West.
Fuck wrong with you, boy? You know what time it is, nigga. Better watch how you step in. Yeah. But that was my nigga. A minute, yo. Got my nigga Rewan with me. But that was my niggas, it'll be an honor. You know what I'm saying? Under commanding General Yahanna. Straight off the top, I love all of my niggas. That shit ain't gon' stop till we on top and we ballin' my nigga. We be fly as fuck, you know them bitches be stalking my niggas. That shit'll never change and it's the same with all my niggas. City to city, I should be at home, that's what my ribs say. But bitch, I'm grown, I'm in these streets and closed caption. Niggas know we bout that action. If a nigga play with me, then my hock can gon' let him have it. Hey, thank you the shit, this truth, this shit. Nigga play, I let that Ruger hit. Get on them tracks, they be like, who is this? I'm rude with it, ain't got no manners. All them pussy niggas talkin' shit, yeah, I know they can't stand us, but we UPK, Louisiana, bitch, that's what I'm rippin'. And my niggas solid, number real ones in my section. If you wanna get down, put your boots on, start steppin'. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood I lay my life down right now for all my sisters and brothers, because I love them. I see them dapping and hug them. It's amazing to see how well we adapt from the struggle. Born again from a life of sin, trapped in the gutter. My mind frame was to kill my own kind. Feeling inferior, waking up ready to die. Run with them killers, so it's just a matter of time. For why take your life or let you take mine? That's when I realized the slaves killing slaves while the white man live to get old. We in them graves, shit got me feeling played. I opened the Bible, went through them records, found out we was royalty, a nation to be respected. But in this world we rejected, we hated for our complex. Still fighting to get accepted. We hear the truth and reject it, but love is getting corrected. And all my niggas correct me. The commandments, the foundation we erected. Brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. If I die for my niggas, it'll be an honor and a blessing. Better watch how you steppin', cause brotherhood is a weapon. Hey, hey. Hey, hey.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. Hey, hey. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, 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 I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
I can tell you what it feels like when them problems kicking in. I call it real life. Now I'm feeling trapped. Who cares? can I trust? Second guessing everything, who can I love? I remember sleeping on the floor, ready for whatever. I was sleeping by the door. I was down bad, didn't want no one to know. I was on my own, didn't have nowhere to go. Everything I seen was a test. I was born to be a soldier, nothing less. This is the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose. This the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier.
This is the life that I chose.
See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
All black is the uniform. Soldier dead and gone, I'm forever pouring liquor for him. Try me on my brothers, and I'll be moving bodies for him. Came up out the struggle and maintained through the storm. Niggas dying for dead presidents, fucking up their residence. White man dirty tricks, they call this shit politics. Vagabonds, and they some natural born lunatics. That what they is. They set you down when you speaking truth. It black boots when you in the truth. It black boots when you in the truth. This is the life that I chose, nigga.
See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. See, I was born to be a soldier. Left, right, left.
Claim to be a part of the quote-unquote Hebrew Israelite movement. The ISUPK, under commanding General Yahanna, we stand alone.
Okay.
We are not, we put that disclaimer on all our videos. We're not affiliated with no other Israelite group or organization because we don't believe the same thing they believe. Now, as far as the approach and yelling at white people, we do believe that every response is measured.
Okay.
So now when you see a video of somebody coming up and somebody's, just how you came up respectful, has anybody disrespected you at all?
No, and I'm glad I met you guys.
Every response is measured. You know, if somebody came up and was disrespectful, they're going to get a measured response.
Okay.
You know, we're not a violent organization, but we believe in self-defense. That's our American right. I'm sure you understand that for sure.
Well, and the thing is too, I thought, if I meet a group like I just described, I still wanted to go up to them and say, hey guys, you know what? I looked into this. I know you guys are the real Israelites, but I think people are going to have a hard time listening to your message.
We vibe, we lay. my taste. We vibe, we lay. You purple, you gay. You leech ass, lil' fame. I won't war, not the same. For wrong. For wrong, yeah. For wrong. I tell you, for wrong. You get your shit together, for wrong. Work it. I'ma do this shit till I rock it, you little body bitch. I'ma judge your ass like your pot, you little body bitch. And I'm smooth with it, y'all the Zaka, you little body bitch. And I switch, ain't gon' know your thought, you little body bitch. And I'ma stay turning like the cars, you little body bitch. And I'm so cold like a bond, you little body bitch. And I'm a warrior like Dagobah, you little body bitch. And my aim like Nana Zah, you little body bitch. Need a princess Parba, you little body bitch. Or anyone down the slide, you little body bitch. Yeah. I keep a couple straps in my ride, you little body bitch. Just in case anyone wanna die, cause I'm body bitch. I got it, be right, you mad, get stoned, work hard, then play, bad bitch, my taste. We vibe, we lay, we purple, we gay, you leech ass, lil' fame, I won't war, not same, for wrong.
Fuck that fucking job, I'm watching everybody work. Fuck that fucking job, that little pay by the hour. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, my back hurting and I'm hungry. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, nigga, I'm sold. Yeah, caught between the two, get this money, go home. Yeah, all these people so, now these bitches they messy. First day I came in, I bossed up on the bosses. And they promised nigga this, promised nigga that. Want my ass away. Then bring that paper back, Sean, where you been? I been taking the shit, knowing damn well that I don't fucking sleep, Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' and crying, and I'm saying fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more. Fuck that fucking job, me and bro, we just posted. Look him in the eye, shake my head disappointed. We gotta visualize, summarize, execute. All these people dropping like fly, why the fuck we still here? Man, fuck that fucking job, when I pull up, I hate it. Yeah, fuck that fucking job, that's on all of their faces. Fuck that fucking job, man, I'm already lit. Man, I hear one thing, boy, you bound to get hit. Man, these bills cross a nigga's brain. Damn, that's how you keep a nigga damn a slave. Damn, money supposed to be a tool. Damn, for a purpose, what's your purpose for? Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying. Fuck that fucking job, boy, I'm sick and I'm tired. Fuck that fucking job, all that bitchin' and crying, and I'm saying fuck that fucking job, nigga. Fuck that fucking job, bitch. Fuck that fucking job, we gon' be rich tomorrow. Fuck that fucking job, it ain't no more applying.
I'm sick of that shit, I know you sick of it. Y'all some trouble with thumb.
Give us your thumb.
That. What's going on? What's going on, Kim? How y'all feeling?
Good.
12, sir.
Man,
Yeah, man.
We back in the OK Corral, boy.
Yeah.
We back in the OK Corral. I don't know what it is with these oppressors and these soft targets, but something is wrong with them, man. Something is absolutely wrong with them.
Man, I watched that, and I'm thinking, how could we be away from these people? Because how the hell is stopping? How the hell is stopping that with Esau in charge? You know what I mean? How are you gonna stop that with Esau in charge? Because you telling me he show up on the radar a year ago?
Yep.
And the just slap the father and the boy on the wrist and send them out?
Yeah.
Nah. How you stopping that?
Man, I don't know. Kamala might know. Yeah, I mean, Kamala Harris might know. Yeah, I mean, she might be able to say, she might be able to give the solution to what you ought to do. But at this point, what I could say is that they ain't going around where people shooting back.
No.
So just, do with that information what you will. But they ain't going where people throwing stones back.
Yeah.
They ain't going nowhere around that. They going where it's easy target, no problems, no, you know what I mean, easy access. Nobody ain't sweating nothing. Yeah, I mean, so.
Yeah, so I'm about to shut down.
Yeah, what's going on? So, yeah, I mean, but we definitely gonna get into that story and a few others tonight. For sure, holding it down for Commander Yahanna. How this looking like? Let's give him a hand. He might pop on through tonight. Y'all stay tuned for sure. You know what I mean? So this thing here, as if there ain't enough, so things going on. Now you had to worry about just when school start back too, right? I think school ain't in about 2 weeks in.
Yeah.
2 weeks in, nigga. Like you supposed to be fresh off your holiday, fresh off a vacation. You coming back in to see all your friends and I mean. It's mad. It's absolutely mad. Yeah. And I think there was another one in Maryland, right? This week?
I think it's in Baltimore. Yeah, I think you might be right. But
Joppa
bring it on the news so much.
I think it's called Joppa Town or Joppa's Town or something like that. But there was another one in Maryland, I believe, Wednesday or Thursday. You know what I mean? So, and this one, I mean, they ain't even showing his face, but I damn near guarantee it's our oppressor. I damn near want to guarantee it's one of the oppressor's children who, he mad, he ain't get his way with something. And, you know what I mean? So.
And who knows if that boy was angry, the father called him Colts. Salakia. I mean,
I don't know what else you want.
Yeah. I'll show you who's Colts. You know what I mean? Should I name me AR? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Salakia.
Like these oppressors, and you heard the phone call with the father. And the father say, of course he has access to my guns. Yeah, he shot his first deer just the other day. Like, they live in a certain type of life we can't even start to even begin to dream about. You know what I mean? They're living a life that's not at all normal.
Yeah.
They-
They show you videos of it too. And they said he put the blood of the deer on his face, all kind of thing. They show it like, you know what I mean? Like to them is, you know what I mean, like he have a thirst for blood, and
yeah.
they claim he had a mental illness. How the hell he could have a mental illness and you treated him as if he normal, and now he going amongst people. So who knows if he started to see theirs? You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, to be around your own people, man. You know what I mean, be around your own people.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's crazy. I trying to pull up the video now with him same one he was just talking about.
yeah. They show it. And now it's almost like they're trying to use his upbringing to show. Yeah, that's him right there. Blood on the face from the deer.
He hunt with a 450 Bushmaster. The first ever deer hunt for me and Colt. He's hunting with a 450 Bushmaster. Sir. 107 yards. And let's go take a look. I'll follow you, sir.
107 yards.
And
107 yards is okay. What 3 feet is 1 yard, right?
I think so.
3 feet is 1 yard. So we talking about 300 feet away.
Yeah.
And this boy in this video here got to be about 12 years old.
Huh. Is that last line he said too? I'll follow you, sir. Well, you're gonna be you're gonna be jailed.
Me and Colt, he's hunting with a 450 Bushmaster. Sir. 107 yards. And let's go take a look. I'll follow you, sir.
Damn.
I see white. Holy crap. Look at that, brother. First ever deer hunt.
Who's his daddy, Hulk Hogan? He said, look at
He
that,
sounds like one of them Duck Dynasty type dudes.
He said, look at that, brother. Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a long distance, you know. That ain't no jokey distance.
Yeah.
That's like the length of any football field, whether it's American football or the regular football.
Right.
And he put a deer down over 300 feet, over 100 yards. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. With the Bushmaster.
Yeah, you is about that's 360 feet. Away.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
wild. Good night.
Yeah.
Good night. We had to see what Kamala got to say about that with her accent switching behind.
Yeah.
We had to see what Kamala. I can't say Kamala. I talk like Barack Obama. You know Kamala. I talk like that. We had to see what Kamala gonna say. So I don't know. We have, this is on one of these stories. This got to be one of these stories. Number one.
What she say about
Nah, just with the whole Georgia shooting. Let's see if we can knock down 1 and 2, and then we skip through unless you want to hold it for later
on. Up to I think all them stories, on point. They're showing you we have one variant every week, every day of our life.
Right.
Which is your person.
Yeah.
He seems to be, coming up, tremendous in the news right now. You know what I mean? Thanks be to the Lord for coming and joining Yahanna and the truth. You know what I mean, brothers and sisters starting to see that he is the problem. He's the problem.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He is the problem. Like, no, wherever he go, wherever he is oppression. You ain't getting around that.
Yeah.
Wherever it is. And how Joyce would say too, he could go on Mars and find them aliens, and they're gonna be in chains.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna find a way to put them aliens in chains.
Yeah. He definitely is the oppressor. He's the oppressor. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's go through some of them. I mean, we could start 1 and 2, and then then flick through the rest of them. Of course, we know you had that Rich Homie Quan story.
Man. Start at 1 too?
Yeah, I think unless your thing different, I think we could do the this school shooter right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Suspected shooter called Gary allegedly uttered 3 chilling words after arrest. Suspected shooter called Gary uttered 3 chilling words. I did it. To investigators soon after he was arrested for the slaughter of 2 classmates and 2 teachers earlier this week. The local sheriff said the baby-faced 14-year-old, who is set to make his first court appearance Friday after being slapped with murder charges, allegedly made the admission while being inaugurated.
No, listen. Let me ask you this, right? Somebody in the chat definitely raised the question. It said because in the video it says with her father, right? It could have been a typo on the New York Post video, but with goddamn, I think we might have some rainbow somewhere in here. Because the hair in the video is all black, but this is a mugshot here with that's what they call that, the dirty blonde.
Yeah.
And they're saying baby face. I think that there might be some identity crisis going on here.
Yeah.
Sir.
I mean? You see what I'm saying now, Warrior?
Sir, but they're not gonna claim it, sir. Remember Jeffrey Dahmer? They wanted to flip on Netflix because they put that under the LGBTQ. They're not gonna claim it.
Yeah.
They're not gonna claim him. You know what I mean? He's clearly of that lifestyle. You know what I mean? He's probably, what comes with that lifestyle, people don't realize. I believe Commander Yahanna said a long time, that lifestyle is a violent lifestyle.
Yeah.
You have to be a violent man to live that lifestyle. And that's who he is. But they're not gonna claim
him. Yeah, these students need to come out and say something.
Yeah.
If they know about him.
And that's Slacky, that's if they didn't come out and say it, but the media is. You know what I mean? He let what the one come to light. You know what I mean? So who knows if they did say he was like that, and you know what I mean? This here is, how to put it, oppressor America. They for sure will try to, clean up house, before it get to us, basically. We gotta go dig for that truth, the real truth, like what we're doing here right now, on this show. Because the Fox and the CNN, they ain't gonna dig.
Yeah.
They're gonna just share this and just be like, he had a hard life, a hard upbringing.
Listen, I need to know how much a Bushmaster cost that, because I'm starting to see. Go ahead.
Man, I think them Bushmaster, depending on where what type it is, them guns cost. Them Them devils don't, you know what I mean? Me and you might get a knockoff AR.
Mhm.
Devils and them.
We get
They getting real.
we got a high point Bushmaster.
Yeah. You know what I mean? We happy to have a, you know what I mean, a AR. Them, they want the Bushmaster with the this, that, the other, with the scope that this long. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Brother.
They're ridiculous.
I don't think I could share the page, Jack.
Uh-huh.
But a Bushmaster, well, they have different ones. You had the Bushmaster top end 6,878. Then you have another lower, well, that's just a different color. Then you have Bushmaster M4 Patrolman, 1,097.
Them guns are expensive, especially too if you build it with the, you know what I mean, they build it themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, they for sure ain't putting no stupid parts in them gun. They take that joint serious. You know what I mean? Like how Negroes take Jordans, they can see a knockoff Jordans.
Yeah.
They take them.
A man go down and inspect your shoelace.
Yeah.
or them Tims.
Yeah.
When I fake Tims, a man seeing that joint from a distance. That's how they mess with their rifles.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, these people have a little too much money, brother. These people have a little bit too much money. That's what's going on here. The access to the things that they don't need to have access to is the reason they're doing what they're doing. You know what I mean? And because we emulate them, we end up abusing any sort of privileges or riches that you could get in this kingdom, like with Rich Homie Kwan. You know what I mean? Like when he first came on the scene, he was nowhere close because they say he overdosed, right?
Okay, that is what the rumor is, but it's coming out that they're saying that he died of some unknown cause, but that is a rumor. The
rumor is an OD.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not just him. There's so many other artists. There was one, I ain't gonna say no name to be disrespectful, but she didn't have that big buzz. She was no Cardi B, but it was like about 2 months ago.
Yeah, I know you're talking about a young sister.
Young
Yeah.
girl. She had a ton of tattoos. She overdosed, and really the riches of this place. Like this has come out of her, so you don't take part of her sins. Like the riches of this place it'll make you sin. Like you were not gonna take those riches and pay tithes.
Yeah.
You get the point? You're not gonna take those riches and donate to help build schools and whatever else. The riches of this place is what's really driving it, and that's the lifestyle. To get wealthy and do dumb nonsense with it. And these people here is fully enjoying a certain lifestyle. Like he should be trailer park poor, eating tuna and cat food.
Without any money to buy any guns. You know
anything. All he could do is draw. They like to draw with a ton of blood on the paper. All he could do is draw what he needs to do in the school. But he will not have the means to go get what he needs to get to go do this act in this school. Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Warrior.
So like I said, if you take that Bushmaster from him, he'll do the job with a pencil. He's a murderer. If you tell him he can't do this, he can't do that, he's gonna find a way to do it. He is blessed with the sword, and he's going to find a way to unalive by whatever means possible. All the stuff that we're talking here, that's oppression for him. Him not being able to unalive is oppression. I mean, he feels like he is in a cage if he can't decide to go in and start unaliving people as he sees, just like he does the deer. So he is a different beast, man. He reminds me of the Amalekites who attacked the Israelites from behind. That's who he is.
Yeah.
That's
who he is.
Go ahead.
Salakia. Salakia, sir. And if we call in this baby face, right? You know, because I read an article, and as we say, our words could describe, you know, in many different ways, you know, the actions, you know, the description of the individual. And if we'd say this is our baby face, then who we leaving room for if our real baby? Eh? Who we leaving room for our real baby?
Right,
So,
right. You
Mm-hmm.
listen, so you so right. Both you and a warrior, I'm like that's a heavy point. It's like he needs to exercise that part of him to
mhm,
have rulership over whether you take your next breath or not. Like that's something
Yeah.
he needs to get out. And
mhm,
as he exercises that part, the media is going to protect him with these, these cuddly adjectives, the baby face something.
mhm,
Once
mhm.
again, if he has a baby face, what's is Lee Malvo was the young boy who was in the DC sniper trunk?
I think so. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
And
mean, go ahead.
I just saying yes, cancer. I think it's Lee
Yeah,
Malvo. I forget the
Lee
other
Malvo.
first name that was with him.
Hold on, I'm gonna find. I'm because sometimes I just mix them up.
I think Lee Malvo is the big one.
No, I think Lee Boyd Malvo is the boy.
Okay.
Yeah, Lee Malvo is the boy.
Okay.
The actual sniper. Hold on. John Allen Muhammad. That was the actual sniper. Lee Malvo. Lee Malvo is the boy.
Mm.
Hold on.
Mhm.
Right? Lee Malvo was the young boy who how old was he at the time, boy? That's what I'm trying to see. He was 17. This guy's 14.
Mhm.
Same baby face. I'm looking at him right now. That's a child that puts in the orange jumpsuit. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? That's an absolute child. Let me see if I can show you all the difference. This is a boy. This is a little boy. But they would never describe, that oppressor the way they describe Lee Malvo. Like that's a kid out.
Hmm.
Yep.
That's a little boy.
And you can clearly see that close big foot.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, that's a little boy. You understand?
Mhm.
So like what you saying there, so that's so right to come
Mhm.
out and you started painting the face already. Like
Mhm.
this is a baby face or whatever else. Like
Mhm.
what are we talking about? You know
Mhm.
what I mean? And what to say, I think Lee Malvo, he was groomed to do what he did.
Mm-hmm.
He was groomed. He was groomed to do what he did. This dude here, he just got up one day and decided he was gonna, and he took aim at what? Black and Hispanic kids.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I think the teachers was oppressors, but the two kids that he take out the game was black and Latino.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what there's no real understanding when it comes to these people. When it
Yeah.
comes to these oppressors here, that's it.
If
Yeah.
I could, sir,
Go ahead.
when them cops jumped out at Emmett Till, they didn't see a baby face.
Right. No,
You know what I'm saying?
not Emmett Till, I know you're talking about
Tamir Rice, Salakia.
Tamir Rice. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Tamir Rice. Yeah, they
Yep.
didn't see it. They didn't see a baby face. You know what I
Right.
mean? But here, this devil here, they're trying to paint him as he has a baby face and so forth to show his innocence. When they say baby face, they basically saying that he's not the type who should be doing something like this. He's too innocent.
Exactly.
He should be.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
They're trying to say when you look at him, remember he's innocent. He or she or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Remember it's innocent.
Mm-hmm. And I'll go back to the point too, where they always try to paint, like as I said, they paint that baby face. Then now they're gonna run into, if you read on, I think they're gonna run into what background You understand? To make it look, what you're saying is correct. It's almost like they went into his background to say, well, you know what I mean, he would not have done this if his background was not like this. Because his mother is in jail for drugs and something else. You understand? His father was abusing him. You understand? So, you know what I mean? He had an excuse. You know what I mean? But if he have an excuse, what are you gonna say about black people?
You know, if I could, sir, what you say so heavy, Captain? And I'm gonna tell you this: when they trying to make him look innocent, right? It's a skill that this devil has. It's not for the sake of him; it's for the sake of the nation.
Mm-hmm.
As I mean, it's not like for the sake, like black people, we think differently. Somebody does something, we say, "You niggas, you niggas doing this." He realized this might put a stain on him. So he got to paint a picture and a sad story about this devil here.
Yep.
I mean, to protect his own image.
Mm-hmm.
And that itself is a skill because you got to protect your image if you're going to continue to be the oppressor. So he's just trying to protect his own image.
Right. I see exactly what you're saying because this boy, girl, whatever it is, he, she, him, whatever the pronoun is, like this is a quintessential oppressor. Free, hunting young, putting the blood on the face, just as they come. So this is another Kyle Rittenhouse type situation.
Uh-huh.
Somebody who's too young to have context for anything, even life, and given the ability to use a deadly weapon without any sort of governor on their mind, on their morals, and how far they could go with it. I mean, and again, to your point of Warrior, it's definitely the nation because the police came to the father and the son a year ago.
Yep.
So this is got to be that whole thing of this is one of us. We can't judge them the same as if they was, black or Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. Yep. And somebody in the chat was saying earlier, T. Will Williams, the news did report it being bullied for being part of the alternative lifestyle. If that's in the article, boy, then for sure that's what this is. You know what I mean? Or in any article. Because it definitely, that's probably why the video we saw about hunting the deer, it says her father, because the pronoun is identifying as her.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You're going in a him jail, though. You're going in a he jail, in a he cell. You're going in a he cell, in a him jail with a man handcuffs on. That's what you're doing.
Yep.
Shit.
How do you find us, say? Right after you, sir.
Right after.
Yeah.
Okay. Any more on it?
Yeah, I know, Captain Nata, any part that you want to go into?
Yeah, I believe there was another one in Maryland this week too. What's going on?
Yeah,
what's that?
It was another incident, a close call. They're not really publicizing it, but it happened in Mississippi, Caledonia Elementary. 4-year-old white kid brought a gun to school. They was able to. You're 4 years old. We talking Chucky now. We're going Chucky.
Go ahead, come on, man.
Oh yes. I'm your friend to the end. It's going. I'm your friend to the end. This is wet now. We at the point of no return with this. So and hey, it's getting bad now, man. I mean, like once again, we talking about natural born killers now. That's where we going with this thing now. And the UPK, we gotta understand the school year had just started.
You know what I'm saying? And in my humble opinion, under Commander General Yahanna in the UPK, you know, school, we should just pause this school year and start figure out this segregation thing one more time.
Yep.
Because I think we head over heels in this thing, dealing with trying to be educated with serial killers.
Yeah.
And Mississippi is trying, like, once again, that article, it came across my desk, I want to say 1 or 2 o'clock this morning, and they are really trying to keep these type of stories, like William said, the image.
Yeah.
The son of perdition, he's going to be revealed. And I noticed something when I was watching the on the headlines about that story. A lot of the black kids and Hispanic kids said, and I quote, "He fit the description."
That's what I'm saying.
It was
amazing.
amazing.
You need to interview some of them kids or let them tweet or whatever, go on the damn Roblox and have a conversation about this damn devil here. Because anybody could look at him and see something ain't right with him.
He disturbed.
Exactly. They were saying that he fit the description. And there was so many markers. Once again, there's so many in it, which is why we must teach our children about the threat, internal and external, when it comes to being around the heathen and being around even our own, but definitely dealing with these type of situations, because those kids, they were traumatized, but there were indicators.
Yes, sir.
That they said, well, he was standoffish. And even I think one of y'all brought up about the video games. It was, I guess he was on one of those video games and he was, his gamer tag or something he was on there talking crazy about shooting a school up. I mean, once again, you don't need to go back to the trench coat mafia. You look at what we have today in 2024.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is giving you a hyperlink to this thing now. And now you in Mississippi, we have a 4-year-old who brought a handgun to school. 4-year-old. You understand? Who don't even, I don't even know their ABCs is for. I know they know G is for gun.
Right.
So, the UPK, once again, this is why the UPK is so important, bringing these stories out and giving you from a biblical and cultural perspective and a practical perspective when it comes to this. So there needs to be some kind of shutdown when it's this school year. We need to kind of put this thing on pause and say what's going on because our kids are in danger.
Right.
And the school year is just getting started. Like I yield.
It's like I said. And that's reading down in the article, and it has some, you say, that a lot of important, things that really need to be heard as well too now.
Come on
Right?
with it.
Now let's read this part, right? It say, meanwhile, in search of Gray's home in the wake of Wednesday's massacre, uncovered documents stashed in his bedrooms detailing his alleged obsession with other school shootings, including the 2018 Parkland massacre at Major Stone Douglas High School. Law enforcement officials told CNN. So,
Man, they knew he was going to do that. Some of them police should be in jail too, because he ain't going to a library and researching them thing. He doing that right on the computer. He must have picked up that he doing that on his computer. You understand? But they don't want to. You know what I mean? They don't want to. What do I call that? They don't want to what's that word? Yeah, they don't want to profile their own people. They don't want to do it because they know if they start doing it, them buggers and them go start, kicking up a storm. Guns go be out because they don't want to feel like you trying to engage them at all. You know what I mean?
Like how you gonna be known to the FBI as being obsessed with school shooting?
Yep.
And they don't keep a close tab on you. I think to this day the FBI don't have a profile officially. They don't have a profile for mass shooters or school shooters. To this day they don't have a profile when everybody know what's the profile.
Yeah. Because and that's a good point to make, Mashak. I don't know if you all heard this week or last week. the FBI fouled a plot of I think it was an Arab from Canada that was planning to do some mass unaliving in New York.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like you could foil that plot, but you couldn't foil this plot.
Mm-hmm.
Nah.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. That because you're not profiling your own people.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
not doing it. You know you know what I mean, that you all are a bunch of, you know what I mean, unalivers.
That's
You know
right.
what I mean? You know what I mean? We didn't need the war across there in the Middle East with the Palestinians to tell you that they're a bunch of unalivers. We knew it based on the Bible. We knew it based on how they dealt with us. We could have tell the earth that they, you know what I mean, they're characteristic. You know what I mean? You can't, you know what I mean? They need to go a separate school. Take their kids. Let them kids get, you know what I mean, you know what I mean, go in there and do that to their people. They're gonna understand, they're gonna understand each other. You know what I mean? And before you know it, they're gonna send all the kids with 9mm in the bag. And there ain't gonna be no teaching going on.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
So lucky, if I could. And that just is a heavy point, Captain, and what everybody's been bringing out. Like, we got enough problems to deal with in our own community.
Right.
So now we got to deal with this. We got enough problems. Like, you want to say dealing with, coming from a impoverished background or a messed up environment. Well, then look at every Black and Latino, Native American Indian kid in the United States and abroad. So there's no excuse. You still tell us to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, you dealing with a gun fanatic family right here. They named him Colt, like Colt 45, like the weapon Colt.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like, I mean, and when you and that's another thing too with these words like Hunter, name him Hunter, Colt. It's another one of them. There's another name that they get me every time, and it's another
Gauge.
Yeah, Gauge, and I'm like, come on, man. Like, I mean, did you just open a gun magazine and you know what I'm saying? I mean, what's next, Mossberg? I mean, we're gonna just keep going over all these names. You know that he's a shooter. You know what I'm saying? Like, you naming if you had to name an active shooter, what better name than Colt? I mean, we can't make this up. This is out of a movie script. The Lord is the author. We gotta pay attention to this, man. Like, I mean, once again, this is why integration was a Trojan horse. Now our children, they have to deal with violence in their own community, come there and gotta worry about getting shot by a white kid with a AR-15 named Colt in school. Like, I mean, it's too much. Some things we got to know that's not our problem.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their, and it's white people now that are saying that. Even online, on the social media, they saying that, look, we got to be honest enough to say this is a white people's problem. You know why? Because the UPK is putting pressure on these type of stories.
Yeah.
We the only one really applying pressure on the streets and on these blogs and so forth. They really don't want to have this conversation. The NRA don't want to have this conversation. And being that it's election year, the Democrats don't want to have this conversation, and the Republicans don't want to have this conversation. They want to make it a gun issue instead of a race issue. That's what they want to do. Because if you didn't have an AR-15, it would have been a pipe bomb.
Yep.
So like I yield.
All right.
Listen, you ain't never lie. And I know they say this week, I think it was Thursday, there was another one in Johnstown, Maryland. High school shooting. You know what I mean? I think 4 people got lit. I think that was the first day or the second day of school.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So, you know, and then the brother in the chat says, so far for the year, they recorded 100 incidents. You know what I mean? So far for this year. So, you know, again, just the same question the captains is asking. Like, we're going to really figure out where we fit in this society, because who in their right mind at this point is gambling their children's lives?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they say Johnstown, they remain closed for, I think, 2 weeks or something, or until further notice.
I'm Cap, I tell you, if that continue, that could be the state of school. Like people ain't gonna send their children to school, and they got a good excuse.
Well, you know they're saying since the COVID, the fastest growing group of homeschoolers is black people. So it's damn near like it's going hand in hand where people are starting to pull away because they say since the COVID, not just the COVID scare, but a lot of black teachers was being treated unfairly, being let go, not paid correctly. A lot of them teachers broke off and started their own curriculum, doing online classes and stuff like that. And it's in a way segregating because the spirit, when you look at their classes, is different from the regimen of the school.
Yeah.
It's more, it's more accepting, more, when I say accepting, more in touching the student, then more trying to interact with the student, more, you know what I mean? It's more black. That's the best way I could describe it. So who knows if this is now going to send us into a different direction, you know what I mean? Where it facilitate more separation amongst us, you know what I mean? It's an election year, so they're going to spin it. They're going to spin it and twist it. But brother, at this point, you know what I mean, we're gonna have to figure out what's going on next.
Yeah. Right. You tell us get off the block. You tell us stop selling drugs, stop doing these things, get in school, go get an education. But now you go get education, and this is what you have to deal with. You understand? Like you can't run and hide. You know what I mean? Which letting you know that whoever in charge, which is your oppressor, he's not fit to be in charge. He doesn't understand. You understand? Like he trying to say there's violence in school, this violence in school, when it's violence all on the TV screen, all on the games. Everywhere you turn is violence. You understand? So what do you expect? And then you're putting it on top of that, you're putting these people, these oppressors who done, you know what I mean, bloodthirsty to go to, you know what I mean, to be in school with you. And if they done, if you know what I mean, get angry or get vexed, you know what I mean, the car fight. Right. So of course, what's the next thing? Go get daddy gun. Go get a gun daddy buy for you for Christmas or for your birthday. And now you just come and just randomly, you know what I mean, let off. And who cares? You know what I mean?
Nobody.
If I could jump in.
Go ahead, Cap.
Yeah, about to with thumb to everybody. So, Lockie, what you bringing out is heavy out of Wanyum, because especially with the homeschooling, because it's like two things, you know, which is things that ISUBK been teaching from jump. So everybody else just now trying to jump on the bandwagon and act like, you know, they were talking about this, any type of, you know, pro-black anything. ISUBK was teaching it when it wasn't popular. With the first thing with the school shooting, you know, in the feds, they don't want to put the pressure on their own people because they know how their own people are. It's basically like one of the things that make America work is that they can oppress Negroes. They can do everything they want to do to blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and they can avoid doing it to their own people, which what they would do if we wasn't here. Like when you go into the history of countries like Russia and different countries, Yugoslavia and stuff, where it's only oppressors, you'll see they got all these revolutions. They taking each other out. They, you know, unaliving each other, and it's just madness on top of madness. You know, with the gulags and stuff like that. Even with Hitler, you know what I mean, the Germany, they'll do it to themselves and implode their own self and destroy their own self. But since America has blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they're doing that to us. So they're so they can keep their people going without turning on their own people. So we're like one of the only reasons this country stands. So once we separate and then they go turn on each other, and this country won't even stand. You know. And then the second thing with the schooling, like it's different. It's a different day and age. You got YouTube University now. Like you got kids that they learning their alphabets from watching YouTube, and they they never stepped a foot in school, but they'll say the whole alphabet and more. Just from the little videos, kiddie videos where they do a little teaching also. When you see these stories of like a 15-year-old or 12-year-old that had graduated college or finished high school at 12 and they working on a degree, that ain't from no public school. That ain't from no public school. That's other options. Either the internet, homeschooling. They got K-12 where it's a computer program, K through 12, and they could just pass the whole thing in 2-3 years, 4-5 years. So, it's definitely a day and age where our people should be exploring those different options, because you putting your kid in these public schools and it's going crazy. They in there teaching them to be he, she, and they. And it's wild. It's madness in there. They pulling the funding. They getting rid of the teachers. You see the videos. They're fighting the violence.
Right.
And we grew up with it as it's normal. Like it's normal to have violence in school, but it's not supposed to be normal. So that's all I want to say.
No,
If I could, sir.
For sure right, Cap. You for sure right. Go ahead, Warrior.
If I could, and we're the ISUPK, so where we put the blame. We put the blame on the Christian church. Because there was a southern a brother from the southern tribe and a northern tribe killed in this situation. With all those mass shootings that happened, we should know what's happening. That's why I want to pull Ezekiel chapter 33. I'm going to show you why we put it on the Christian church. Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 2 says, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So with all these mass shootings happening, the brother brought it out. There's been 100 mass shootings so far this year. There have been 100 mass shootings this year. Not one Christian preacher or pastor ever said, hey, we need to protect ourselves. We need to be careful of these people. Everybody is quiet on it and singing and dancing. Verse 5 says, verse 4, then whoever...
So I can read it for you. Ezekiel what? 33?
33 verse 5.
Count.
No, verse 6. Verse 6.
Count. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 33 and verse 6. But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take away any person from among them.
Any person. If one person loses their life because there was no trumpet sounded after this person is clearly a mass shooter, a killer. Remember, there's been over 100 mass shootings this year alone. Not one trumpet has been blown about it, except for the ISUPK.
Right.
Count. He is taken away in his iniquity.
He's taken away his iniquity, meaning that he is taken away in the sense that he didn't know what was going on, so he had to pay the penalty. Go ahead.
Count. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
The Lord is going to require his blood from somewhere. You understand what I mean? There's no such thing as bloodshed and nobody knows who did it and nobody knows who's responsible for it. Somebody's going to be held accountable for it. And it's going to fall on the shoulders of the Christian church, because guess what? As they're doing these mass shootings, the Christian church is saying, love them more, join more, integrate more. So whose lap does the blood of those two brothers fall on? The Christian church.
Right.
The Christian church. And this is the only place you would hear the sound of that trumpet in the ISUPK under Command General Yahanna.
That's right.
Officer Squad Yali.
Listen, man, like it's getting rough. It's getting rough. I'm seeing more of the articles now where they say he was definitely bullied for being, and he was called gay. His classmates was calling him gay, which means he was on that other side. She, using the pronouns, and that rage comes you know, that shouldn't come from school. That's you know something you was grown, you was broken in that house you was in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you was broken in that house you was in, and they instead of them fixing you, they let you loose amongst people, teach you how to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
shoot a deer dead at the age of 12, and you don't understand context at all. Like I
Mm.
listened to some of the stories where they say he left the class. I think he didn't ask the teacher permission to leave the class. He left the class, and whatever protocol they have, the teacher locked the door so he couldn't come back in, and he was knocking to come back in, and he wouldn't. The teacher would not open the door, and then he went next to the next class and started lighting up.
That's a locker.
Go ahead.
And you know what's so crazy about that? I keep hearing people, you know, that like once again, you got uh, you know, white people. They teach their kids how to hunt, right? But I noticed something. I noticed as I you know, especially growing up in the South, it's when Gad taught there. When you hear about Gad teaching their children to hunt, it wasn't just about death. It
Right.
was about survival, and they appreciated life. They tied life into hunting.
Mm-hmm.
But with them, it's an overkill.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact is like a bloodlust, like to kill a
Yeah.
deer and put the deer's blood on your face. It's
Yep.
almost like a rite of like murder is a rite of passage. Killing, taking life is a rite of passage for
Mm-hmm.
these people. That's how we know that what the Bible says is real. That he would live by the sword.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is how he lives, and this is how he makes his living. This is how he makes his mark in the earth through bloodshed. And once again, they try to say, well, he's a lone wolf and all this, but then there's a catalyst because the manifesto keeps transcending every, you know, not just decade. Now we talking about 2 or 3 years. You know what I'm saying? Now you can better understand his manifesto, whether he had it online or whatever. Another kid is going to be inspired, and they're going to identify with that. And
Mm-hmm.
then, like Captain Mashak said, the other side of it, the LGBTQI community. When are you going to start taking ownership for them? They identify in part of that community, so that goes into your community.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're telling these kids, you're giving these kids these other identities, but then they turn when they see society don't everybody don't accept them, then they get violent. Well, then that lays at your you know, so your way of life as well. And if this thing keep going on, the school system has a whole nother ball game when it comes to the teachers, because now what you're gonna have potentially is the teachers union getting involved. They're gonna
Mm-hmm.
start saying we ain't getting paid enough for this, and then you're gonna have strikes. If this keep going on, and it's election year, if 2 or 3 more shootings keep happening before before they have the election, I'm telling you, hey, they better know. You know what I'm saying? The Lord is shuffling the deck, man. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
definitely UPK, we've been blowing it along. Like a warrior
That's
said,
right.
we've been saying it's time to separate. It's time to be holy. Can I use that word? It's time to be holy. It's time
Right.
to be set apart from other nations, because gun violence is plaguing these schools more and more, and we know who's the perpetrator when it comes to this.
Mm.
So, like, I yield.
Yep. Yep. I definitely I believe you're all right about what's going on here. Like this is something that's really turning into an epidemic now. Because down there, you gotta treat this like a COVID or an outbreak down there. You're gonna have to. You know what I mean? They're already arming faculty. You know what I mean? They're already arming, they're arming faculty with this whole thing, getting getting, getting teachers armed up and members of staff armed up. So it's definitely changing the landscape of the classroom. You know what I mean? I do believe one of them spots in Maryland or Virginia, because Virginia right now, this time of the year, the high schools in Virginia be having Friday night highlights and Friday night sports, whether it's basketball or football or whatever going on, and some of them schools down there in Virginia start putting up damn near like a whole TSA to go into the damn the sport complex, whether it's outdoor or indoor. It's a whole booth, the metal detector, frisking section, everything. So it's going to change the landscape of the school experience. It ain't just going to be a yellow bus and a smiling face by the door. Now it's going to be like TSA to get into the school. You know what I mean? It's changing the whole landscape of the thing, which now you had to ask yourself, do you want to continuously be part of that? Or do you want to branch off and have your own?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to now have your own and separate and do the work to have your own? That's another thing as a people, just observing and listening to what we say. We want our own. We seek to have it, but we don't want to do the work to get it and then maintain it. You know what I mean? Like you have to do some sort of work to maintain that freedom. Freedom ain't free. It just ain't free. Which is why, being a slave now is voluntary. Like to get that type of freedom, brother, it's going to take work. It's going to take management. It's going to take, sacrifice. It's going to take, the nation being selfless, extremely selfless right at the beginning. A lot of the effort ain't going to necessarily be for you. A lot of the effort you're putting out is for the next generation or the generation right here that's coming up. But you know gonna have to ask yourself how far we want to go to make sure this happens, because even though we oppressed and poor and selling all the drugs and using all the drugs and stealing everything they say bad about us, you will never find a black or Hispanic getting angry about something and just going and light up some school.
Right.
You ain't gonna find that. If you find it, it's got to be 1 out of 100.
Right.
But not back to back to back like this nonsense was going on here. You damn near could tell when. The one in Maryland, they didn't even show any face.
Right.
The Maryland State Police, he come on the TV and he said, well, we're not releasing the name right now, but we're going to charge him as an adult. But we're not releasing the name and the picture. We already know what's going on.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So now it's like you seeing where this place is going. You really had to ask yourself, you out there on the internet world, you out there who hearing us, you had to ask yourself, do I want to be part of this circus anymore? Do I want to be part of this thing anymore? Or do I want to separate and build my own nation where I have some sort of control? I have some autonomy on what's going on. You know what I mean? Like that's the point we got now, brother. Because this shit here, you could imagine you going to some slave where you can't even use your phone. You're not on the internet. You drop your kids off. Time to go pick them up. You seen yellow tape, cars, whatever. And some fool who raised a damn animal go on in the school and just violate the place.
Salaki, Cap.
Go ahead, Cap.
I ain't mean to cut you off now, Salaki.
No,
Cap.
go ahead.
Cap, what you saying is so heavy, man, and it's a burden on our children, because some of our children have the spirit of discernment. So now they in conflict between knowing they've like, man, something's not right about this kid. But you know why they can't say anything? Because they're saying you racial profiling, you being racist. So now is he being a realist or he being a racist? Because this white child is acting abnormal and then drawing guns. You know what I'm saying? Doing all kind. I mean, once again, there's always indicators. You know what I'm saying? Every beast has an indicator. Every beast has a nature. So that indicates that, man, this is not normal. Why is he throwing all these guns and blood and all these things? This is not normal. And we tell our kids to don't be racist. That's not being racist. That's being a realist.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Like this. I mean, come on, man. I mean, Captain Shock, you just said something that was heavy, man. And it reminds me of a quote that I think about all the time in the UPK, man. Like the kingdom that we fighting for wasn't built off convenience. It was built off sacrifice.
That's right.
For all you brothers that's get ready to go in the Hebrew Academy, understand that this what we fighting for is not built off convenience. You understand? It was built off sacrifice.
Yep.
That's the only way you get it. You don't get it off of convenience. You understand? And that is what but we have the ability to do it, and the Lord want to see us do it. That's why he's pushing the buttons. He's allowing this to happen to make you get more uncomfortable in this place. He's allowing these types of things to happen. And what's the conversation? We can't keep saying it's the guns. It is the guns, but it's more who has the gun.
That's it.
What is the motivating factor? There's white privilege here, and that they're cashing in on that white privilege.
Right.
And you are the collateral damage. So this is why they don't want Commander General Yahanna on CNN. That's why they don't want him on CNN. That's why they don't want him on Fox News. That's why they're trying to keep him off of all these major podcasts, because they are afraid to have this conversation. And every Black, Latino, Native American Indian, they having this conversation in the privacy of their home.
Right.
They may not say it publicly, but they saying, what's wrong with these white kids? You know it, and you know it, and I know it out there that's listening to the ISUPK. You know it. You know that this right here is an epidemic. And our kids and the teachers, you know what I'm saying, become casualties by trying to educate these beasts. So like I yield. Sir.
It's insane.
It's
insane. Go ahead.
So sir, and I just don't want to brush over the fact that they took him alive. Right? They took him alive.
Come on, man.
In fact, one thing's for sure. Most of the ones they don't take alive because they unalive themselves before they're caught. If they get a chance, they'll take him alive. But you know who they're not taking alive? Blacks, Hispanics, Native American Indians. They're unaliving you on the spot, you know, just for the thrill of it, just to show the power that they have to unalive you and get away with it. But they took that devil alive, and I want everybody to always remember that, because you know, had it been Tamir Rice, they wouldn't have took him alive.
Nah, you're right. They wouldn't. They didn't take you know, he didn't try to take Trayvon Martin alive. He said they always get away. Well, these shooters here, they always get away. They always live to tell the tale.
Yeah,
they always do. You know, like this here, there's no fixing this. There's no fixing this. There's no policy. There's no ban on the Bushmaster. What are you gonna do now? Ban the Bushmaster? There's no red flag law that's gonna stop this thing here. What needs to happen is we need to separate from this oppressor, and then, you know, let him do it, continue doing it to himself. Like we wouldn't be part of the stats or anything like that. We won't be part of the stats. Let them, you know.
And Salakia Cap, that goes to show, you know what I mean, like with Black people, right? So many of us say, you know what I mean, we had to blame ourselves, right? Don't blame the oppressor.
Right.
Blame yourself. But the oppressor, somehow, he never blames himself.
That's right.
They never blame themselves. You know what I mean? Take for example New York. If the crime started to go up in New York, they want to put in place what they call it, frisk?
Stop and frisk.
Stop and frisk. You understand? Because they say they're trying to do what? Get guns off the streets. But you know what I mean? You want to deal with us like that when it comes to crime, when it comes to, you know what I mean, certain things. But when it comes to yourself, ain't no stop and frisk. You know what I mean? Ain't no stop and frisk for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And remember Steve Owen?
Yeah.
Steve Owen went where the stingray was.
That's right.
They didn't blame Steve Owen. they blame the stingray.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
That the mentality they have is almost like it wasn't his fault. It's not that baby face on a live fault.
Right.
You understand? He was bullied. You understand? His mom is in jail. His father was being abusive to him. It wasn't his fault. So they always find a way not to blame the suburb, but big-headed Negroes. Nah, you can't blame you can't blame the oppressor. Blame yourself.
That's right.
It's not about race, you know.
Yeah,
that's right.
Let's stop right there because you know it's this is not a racial thing. A bullet doesn't know color or creed or race. Nah, this is not about race. They say his father abused him. Last I checked, they said Joe Jackson was abusive and Michael Jackson is the greatest entertainer on the face of the earth. He bought the whole catalog.
Yeah.
So I think they need to get our abuse more.
That's right.
I think that's what needs to happen now. If that's the case. Ike was beating Tina. Tina said, what happens if I sing this song alter tune? Ike said, I black your eye. And both of them say it in a melody. Both of them say it in a melody. The music playing. Tina said, what happens if I sing this alter tune? Ike said, I black your eye. And the music playing. This fool get bullied and take his $6,000 toy to school. There's no fixing this.
Yeah.
You got to separate from them.
Yeah.
You got to separate from them. We need our own community where we just have a natural checks and balance about stuff. You know, I mean, somebody gonna call the parents, somebody gonna pull you aside. What's going on with you? Why are you looking like that today? Does your mother know you're here? Your father, what your father say about that? That's what you're wearing.
Right.
No. You had to come in this class here, and they'll call one of the male members of the faculty or the janitor or the sports coach, and they'll sit you in a room with him just in case you're gonna try something stupid, and they'll contact your parents. Like that's the community we all come from and we all know. But this shit here where you let this fool and then everybody knows something wrong with him, and you endanger people's children. There's no fixing that.
That's right.
You just have to leave that society behind. It's prehistoric. It's ancient. It's old.
That's right.
It's so barbaric. You just have to leave it behind for something better.
Yeah. That's right, Cap.
And if you know me, black people could only understand Hispanics and Native Indians could really understand we're trying to get them to see, you know what I mean, through, you know what I mean, this Bible in this school, you know what I mean, and understand like what's going on with us in America. Majority of it is created. You understand? That whole rap culture was created by the so-called oppressor, your small hat. All them beef that going on in rap game, they're creating all that. Who created the Bloods and the Crips? You understand? They're creating all, if not everything that's associated with the downfall of black. They created it. Who created their issues?
Right.
What's their reason for being the way they are?
They don't have one. Huh?
But they ain't blaming themselves.
No.
Salaki, if I may, sir.
Go ahead, priest.
Khan, sir, if I may. And just for those that's watching, Salaki, Shalom Yishbrikatham. And just for those that's watching, for you that still have hope in this empire, I remember, Captain Mashak, it was one of your camp speakings before I even came into the school to show you how ongoing and constant this issue is. This was something that y'all were talking about at camp before I even came to the school. I remember your camp speaking where you said it's not the guns, it's the damn white man. And I remember being in the world. I remember being a drug addict in the world, but that made enough sense to me to understand. Like, you know what? Damn, he right. You know, so it's like if America, you're not willing to address the real problem, and that's why your empire cannot exist. because you are not a moral nation.
Nope.
You are not a nation that's built on God. You're not a nation that's built on law and order. Everything that you try to portray this place as is an illusion. Because if you really were a nation of justice, you would address the problem that your FBI knows is the problem, that your Department of the Justice and Department of Homeland Security know is the problem. That Captain Shock said in that camp almost 10 years ago, it's the problem. It's the white man. It's not a gun problem. It's a white man problem. Salaki.
That's right. Listen, I got from Commander Yahanna. We don't need gun control. We need white man control.
Yep.
Right.
Put that on the ballot. And listen, it's a good point you make there about the FBI, because this got to be evident now that you can't put your trust in this place. Like the scripture says, it's like leading on a broken reed, because the FBI knew about Trump's shooter. Did virtually nothing. The Secret Service did damn near nothing. And here we are, what, a month later, maybe? Got to be a month, just about a month later.
Right.
A month later, you mean to tell me y'all knew about this she, he, him, her? And y'all did nothing. Y'all ain't just put a, tell the school every time this guy comes in, search his bag.
Exactly.
Every time he comes to school, just search him. If the bag is bigger than usual, search him. Just search him.
Right.
Just search him each time he comes to school. Something.
It's like it, Cap.
Go ahead, please.
What you saying is it shows the incompetence of the FBI. They always want to interview the UPK all the time and ask us about, but there's an incompetence. There's a incompetence a high level of incompetence here, because here what we have is a clear and present danger that was given evidence which is credible enough for the FBI to interview his father, and here he is sitting, and it makes me wonder now, how many other young white or Caucasian males or females that are in classrooms now that have been interviewed by the FBI, their family. It makes me wonder. I think we need some kind of transparency. I think we need the files. I think we need to ask the FBI to have some transparency about all the potential white children that have been interviewed.
Yes, sir.
So we can now, as a community, just know where they are. How many is in DC? How many is in Baltimore? How many? So now, because our kids are at risk now,
like sex offenders.
There you go. There you go. We need some clarity here. So we would like to interview the FBI. How about the FBI give us information now? How about we get the drop on we can see a list of who in their age group and what city and school they go to, just in case we might have to pull our children out.
Yeah.
You think they're gonna do that for us?
No.
You understand? See, this is once again, the pendulum swings both ways. The God is a God of balance. And once again, the man of sin, he cannot police himself. That's why he has to be revealed. You understand? He's not gonna tell him himself. Captain Shock and Captain Arthak said something earlier about the term they use, babyface. They use they same terms when they glorified the mafia, Babyface Nelson, Lucky Luciano. They gave them aliases and names in the tabloids. They were killers.
Yeah.
But they were glorified. They were popularized. You understand? So these are the things that we have to make sure we pay attention to, because once again, they always have to be abstract of the problem.
Yeah.
This is a societal, this is a gun. They have to be away from the problem. No, we're gonna tie you to this.
That's right.
The gun is the criminal, then you are the accessory.
That's right. That's right.
We can go to law. We can get law all the way in this thing. But once again, they don't want to have this conversation with the UPK, and that's why they trying to blackball us and stop us on these major networks.
You're right.
They don't want to have this conversation.
That's right.
It's like I yield.
So like I said, I could just bring out these scripture we draw reference to with that broken reed, because now I just pull it now. I just say it directly and diving straight into And this is why it's so important for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians to really understand that the Bible is all recorded history. And in
Right.
order to really get the source or to really get that information, it must be brought out by righteous Black men. Because now we, as you say, we keep on trusting in something that keep on bringing harm to the nation, to our community. And now it's
Right.
seen now, as we say, trickling down now. Now, as we say, our children are even safe in attending, as we say, these schools where our oppressor reside or as we say, be partaking of. So I could just bring it out like this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right.
So, like, if I may, Isaiah 36:6.
Can.
I got you, priest. Isaiah chapter 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed.
Right.
On Egypt.
Right. And when you actually read higher up from the beginning to get context on what is being brought out here, it's like brothers talking, and now it's like a question being thrown out because now we're doing the same thing. And this is why, as we say, all religious, as we say, all the religious leaders at the day is the one to be blamed. And just like Sir Warren was bringing out, where these men must be held accountable because why? They have not warned the people. And just like it as it say in Jeremiah 14:2, which we have been taught, being brought up in the school. The gates languish. And this is why it's so important. As we say, we see the actual real gatekeepers right here now in the ISCPK and the Commander General, because why? We do care about our brothers, we do care about our sisters, we care about children. And this is why this warning is being brought out. Yes. Go ahead, Papa Misha.
Khan, on Egypt, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it.
And this is what we see happening to us today. Because now we lean in and we trust in this society and it keep on piercing me because now it's like you're drawing blood and now it's like how much more you go draw. Yes, go ahead, Dr. Bashar.
So is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
And this should land the point straight home because why? We keep on trusting in this empire and looking for something out of it. When really and truly we have, as you say, a record full with actually building our people and bringing them to the place where we can be separated and understand what the Lord was making mention for us being holy. Yes,
right. No, you right on there. So what for expanding on that part because they're gonna run this straight into election. They're gonna use this. They're gonna use the what's the sister name from Illinois with the pot? Massey.
Yeah, Sonia.
Sonia Massey. They're gonna use Sonia Massey. They're gonna use this and whatever other tragedy is coming along. They're gonna use this to stir us into a frenzy for the polls. You know what I mean? Because they need to remain in power so that they could, continue to rob and steal and do all the evil they be doing. That they'll get free license to do now that they'll be in a seat of power. You know what I mean? Like that they say Kamala Harris condemned the shooting and blah blah blah. But is anybody calling it out for what it really is?
That's it.
What can she do about it? You know what I mean? Like they're gonna tout Kamala Harris as if that's your best alternative when she's gonna make life very horrible for Black and Hispanics, across the board. You know what I mean? She's gonna make that life horrible. So let's get a little bit more before we run out on all the time. Is there
you could get that one. We could go straight into the one with them Virginia, the two men who forming a militia, because you know what I mean. That's exactly what's going on.
Number 4.
Kawakan.
Go ahead.
Kawakan, sir. 2 Virginia guardsmen are running a rural anti-government militia. Two Virginians run a local county approved militia, one that has made overt threats against the government. They also both happen to be top performing non-commissioned officers in the Virginia Army National Guard, serving the very government one of them has repeatedly warned is drifting toward tyranny. It's a seemingly contradictory set of roles that likely runs afoul of new army rules that explicitly prohibit anti-government behavior for soldiers both on active duty and in the guard. Staffs.
You just described the Taliban. That's what you just described. Because I mean, this is what it is. Like it's a militia. It's a group that's, and let me tell you, this militia, and for all the black people who don't understand what's going on, who do you think this militia is against? White people? This militia is against you. They're preparing. They see what's happening. They see the northern tribes coming in. They see all these things happening, and they are preparing for war. That's what I mean. There's a scripture in the Bible that says every man will turn to his own people. And that day, Christianity is going to be confused because you're not going to know who to turn to. I mean, you're not going to know who to turn to because you done gave up your people. And when everybody turns to their own people, you're going to be stuck in the middle. For the right.
No sweat. Staff Sergeants Daniel Abbott and Alexandra Griffith jointly run the Campbell County Militia, which operates in the rural surroundings of Lynchburg, Virginia, with Abbott serving as the militia's commander and having ties to other similar groups in the region. The militia, which appears to be mostly white-based on photos posted to its public-facing social media, was formed roughly 5 years ago, following a rise in other similar groups in Virginia after a Democratic wave of victories in the state and gun control fights. In 2020, Campbell County's board.
If I could. Because the Democrats win in Virginia, these fools say, I'm going to get my gun. Amazing. I talk like the fool out in the West Coast. Amazing. Like, that's crazy. And they say these are two high-performing soldiers.
Yeah.
Officers. Officers. This is not just, some racist nutcase who drink a beer. Get her done. This ain't that.
Right.
This ain't that. You know what I mean? These is high-functioning officers.
Yep.
I mean, able to organize and mobilize, able to do things, and they're gonna form that militia. Boy, listen, black man, Hispanic man, if y'all ain't in the UPK under command of Johnny Yahanna tonight, you better get in there tomorrow. Because you don't know what this world will spit at you on Monday. I'm trying to tell you. What this place is going to be like on Monday.
Yeah.
I have not a clue.
And Slakia Cap, we're reading about 2 men in Virginia. How many states they have in this place?
Right.
And it ain't just 2 men in Virginia. These are 2 men they want us to know about.
Right.
And you're putting yourself out there. But there are tons of militia across America. There's tons of them. And the thing about it is, majority of them, if they ain't working for the state, they're working for the American government.
Right.
That's the only way they could function. You understand? That's the only way they could function behind the scene. They know about these people, but they won't come and tell us about it because, as you're saying, this is for when they go to war. These buggers and them here. You understand? These militias and them here. And your preacher doing what with you? He ain't warning you about these people, about these oppressors, and what they're doing, and who they are. No, your preacher turning into one of them targets. practice.
Right. Soft target.
Yeah, soft targets. That's exactly what he's turning you into. Because these men ain't just training, you know what I mean, and for nothing.
That's right.
Your oppressor, he built the atomic bomb. He didn't build it for nothing.
Exactly.
He built that F-16 fighter, that F-35 jet. He didn't build it for nothing.
That's right.
You understand? You go take a look at what them F-16 doing across in on the Gaza. They're erasing landscapes. They didn't build it for nothing.
That's like if I could, Cap. What you're saying is so right, man. In Lynchburg, Virginia, that's out there. That's over there. I don't know if anybody ever been to Lynchburg. That's a mountainous area.
Yep.
Training at high altitude. You gotta understand when they use the word high performing soldiers or officers, that mean they have influence. That mean they train other men.
Yep.
Now, you know, it's just like the Roman, and all you got to do is look at history. Once again, Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Look at history. Look at what happened with the Romans when they got upset about their government. The Centurion guards and all them different people who broke off from the government and started those. That's what they're doing here in America.
Yeah.
And they recruiting heavy.
Yep.
I'll be honest with you. Like I said, well, I'm not going to even say. Listen. It's a lot of stuff going on down in these rural areas that be going on, and we know about it. They watching us like we watching them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they training, they trying to see, once again, they feel like they're losing their country. And every time they feel like they lose their country and they get to a boiling point in any empire in their history, any empire that they ever had, they never voted. You understand? It always went to war.
Yep.
So, you know, as Malcolm X said, it's prophetic in a way. You know, it's the bullet and not the ballot this time.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They don't you think they believe in democracy? Yeah, they believe in democracy when it works for them.
Yeah.
You think they believe in the voting system? Yeah. When it works for them. But when it doesn't, it becomes obsolete.
Yeah.
Now it's time to reload America 2.0. You understand? And that is what he's trying to do. But I'm afraid there's not enough time.
Yeah.
You understand? Go ahead, my brother.
Slacker, so I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't know if you was finished, sir.
No, go ahead, Kazak. You got it, my brother.
Salaki, Captain Kahan, what you said is so heavy. Just for those that may not know, I went to college in Lynchburg, Virginia, Liberty University. I went to college out there. Liberty University is the largest Christian university in America. With Jerry founded by Jerry Falwell and all those white famous evangelists. And I remember when Barack Obama got reelected, these white people who were quote unquote Christians that claimed to love God and serve God on the campus were jumping black people to the point that all I hung out was black people at the school anyway. We kind of, for the most part, stuck together. And we told ourselves we got to go everywhere in twos because it was so bad after Barack Obama got reelected that we had to go everywhere on the campus and off campus in twos or groups of two at least. And I remember while I was there, Donald Trump came and spoke at the school. Mitt Romney came and spoke at the school. A whole bunch of white Christian nationalists came and spoke at the school. And so that whole area, not to say this is just something that's limited to Virginia, but I know very well of Lynchburg, Roanoke, Danville, Charlottesville, just from going to school and going to different parties out in that area. And that whole area, that's the vibe of it. Where it's like, you know, I don't know if people heard in the article, it said their militia is county approved, meaning like this is not, according to Virginia government, what they're doing is not illegal. Like what they're doing is the true American way. And that's what we don't understand as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are too busy believing that we have to go and cast a vote and we got to go and sing and pray to Jesus in some church. And that's not the way this society works. You trying to be a good American when you don't understand America. These are good Americans because this is the true spirit of America. Tyranny, unlawful assemblies. That's how America was started. America was started by treasonous traitors.
That's
men who left Britain and violated all of the laws and rebelled. But that's how America was started. This is the American spirit. And just like Captain Khan, you said, and Captain I thought you said it too. If you look at history, I think it was Officer Warren as well. If you look at history, at the end of the Civil War, when the South lost, the logical thing for a person to do when you lose a fight is to fight the person that you fought again. That's the logical thing. You lose a fight, you rematch. You fight the person that you lost against again. White people didn't do that. They lost against the North, and they took all their frustration out on Black people. They created the KKK after the end of the Civil War to terrorize us. Not to terrorize Northern white people that they just lost to. So like also Warren was saying, these militias, you better understand, if you're watching this, they're coming for you first. The same way the KKK came for us. The same Black men that fought in the Confederacy with these devils, these white men got mad that they lost, and they didn't go up north and terrorize Northern white people. They didn't burn crosses on Northern white men's lawns. They burned crosses on the very Black people that helped fought in the war with them. So you better understand, we are going to be the first partakers of their violence and bloodlust. Salaki.
Yeah, I'm right, bro. If I could, like this is what they want to make out of a boy named Colt. They want to make him. They want to get him to this stage.
Yeah.
They want him to be a school shooter, but if they can get him to this stage where he's an effective killer. You know what I'm saying, for country or blood and soul, as one of their terms that they like to say. But this is going on all over in America, and they're training day and night. You understand? And once again, meanwhile, we're fighting each other. Meanwhile, we have no national cohesion. We have no community. The nucleus of the family has been obliterated. You know what I'm saying? While we're talking about the battle of the sexes, this is what they're doing. While we're talking about a high value man, this is what they're doing. You understand? And once again, like it's recognized by the state. You got a 2-tier system. You got the federal and you got the state. They're getting funding. When they're recognized, they get all that gear they get on. They're getting funded by the state. And some of these governors and mayors, they have their own private army.
That's it.
If you can get where I'm about to go with this, they have their own private army, brothers and sisters. You see, I know a lot of you think that you can vote your way out of hell. You can vote your way out of oppression. Let me tell you something. They can care less about a vote. You see what they did to the Capitol? They would do it on a state level. They would do it. You know what I'm saying? And this is going on all across America. A lot of these ex-military people, they have information, they have access code, a lot of these people, and they have foreign connections. Let's not rule that out there. They have back channels to other countries, especially if they was in the military. You understand? You look at them old military movies where they talk about shadow company and all those different things. Those people, they have a way to maintain power. You look at those private. What's the one they had? Blackwater, with Eric Prince. He's like a viceroy in those countries, man. When the government failed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing like the Civil War. When the government, when the South failed, those generals under Abraham Lincoln, they were like a viceroy. They were the mayor, the governor. They served as the head of that city or that town or that state. This is what they are trying to do, and they trust me. They are planning for it because they don't like the way this election is going. I'm gonna tell you right now. They looking at the polls. They looking at the momentum, and what you doing? You are sitting here believing in this country, and they're saying their country has been compromised. These militias are growing more and more and more. Once again, the UPK is blowing the trumpet.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The Bible said, "Wake up, the mighty men." Why does the Bible tell Israel to wake up the mighty men? Because a lot of them have been asleep. You understand? You've been asleep. You ain't prepared for this. What you gonna do when you got 10 or 15 of these men coming into your neighborhood. What
You,
you gonna
you,
do? And you high.
you a try football.
Right.
So
The water cap. You sitting there, you high, and you don't understand. You think, you know what I'm saying? And you gonna think, and this is the crazy part about it. When you see them, you gonna say, "Oh, that's the military." the military coming here. It must be an emergency, and they're gonna have the United States flag on their pouch. Some of them even have military. I mean, a sheriff pouch on. And you think, okay, they okay, they're with the government. Meanwhile, they are a militia that's wearing U.S. military patches, and you will be fooled. Why? Because you don't understand the man of sin. You don't understand that. You understand?
That's right.
So that's where we are at, and this government is continuing to go this way. More and more, the Lord is trying to wake you up. So
That's
this is a heavy article, Captain. Like our year.
Yeah. And you know what I mean? That's right. And you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I follow that war with Israel and Gaza real hard in that, you know what I mean? The things that they're doing across there, America is funding these people, you know what I mean? Like you would not believe it. They're getting billions of dollars. You understand? You hearing your president coming out and speaking against the president of Israel, but yet and still guns, weapons, money still flowing. You understand? Which lets you know what? That these people, you can't trust them. They're liars. They've been lying. As Kazak was saying, they're crooked. They see the problem, but they won't deal with it. Why? Because they're crooked. And that's how they deal with situation. They don't blame themselves. They blame you. They blame everybody else for their issues. But the militias on them, nah, they ain't issues. Your baby face unalivers, they're not the issue. You understand? They're the solution to the problem. You understand? When we gonna have to wake up and realize these so-called leaders that are trying to lead us are actually the blind leading the blind.
That's right.
They're gonna lead you into a ditch.
Right.
You follow these black leaders, and they're gonna lead you right into these hands of these militias, right into these hands of these baby face unalivers, right into their hands. Because we don't want to ever wake up and realize we have to separate.
Yeah, right.
We are going to have to separate.
That's right.
You want you go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm gonna let you finish. You
No,
hit the nail on the head. I'm gonna go after you, sir.
No, I was just gonna add. You think you could go form your own militia? Then you being just like them. You're a fool. Because guess what? You can't do this without the Bible.
That's
right. You are not going to do this without the ISUPK. I don't care what you say.
Yeah,
you understand? I'm a sound like you like the preacher in your church. Well, if you're not in here, you ain't gonna make it in heaven. Well, if you ain't in here, you ain't in no army of the Lord.
That's right.
You in some club. You know, in a militia. You in some club. You understand?
Yeah, right. And if I could, Cap, what you saying is so right, man. A lot of these black politicians, and once again, you know, like I said it once, I'll say it again. The UPK, we getting our Nicodemus moment, and we're gonna continue to get our Nicodemus moment. A lot of these politicians, black politicians, who right now shall remain nameless, are starting to reach out to the UPK. You know why? Because they in an all-white town, and they are militia, and they been getting death threats. You know what I'm saying? And they need political consultations.
Right.
Because they know that these people, once again, you think these white males and these white they don't have these militias. They say they're loyal to the Constitution, but you know who they're really loyal to? Their Republican governor, because he makes sure they get federal funds for all the bug out gear, the night vision goggles, all the parachutes, and them jumping off, bungee jumping, and all this other stuff. This is what goes on in the political arena. This is what you don't see.
Mm-hmm.
This is what you don't see. How were they able to do this, right? When you already have a U.S. military. But once again, it's part of the Constitution. So you better, once again, like the Bible say, you better make your election sure. You know what I'm saying? Go to war. It ain't just a gun. You need wisdom.
That's right.
You need a prophet of the Lord. You need insight.
That's right.
And foresight to know when danger is approaching. You know what I'm saying? This, when you see those different, I see it all the time, the "Don't Tread on Me" flag. And they got so many different flags they got out here when you see them marching. But they all under white supremacy.
Mm-hmm.
And what do your leaders say? Just go out and vote. That's gonna solve everything.
Mm-hmm.
Just vote. Look at this picture real good that you see we have on this screen. Do you think voting is gonna change his mind? Look in his eyes. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, right?
Right.
Well, I see white supremacy.
That's right.
Now you tell me your vote for Kamala Harris is going to deter him. Don't lie to us and don't lie to yourself.
That's right.
Okay, don't be so naive.
Mm-hmm.
There are people on this earth who will put you in the grave with your vote.
That's right.
You understand? You're not dealing with a civilized being. You're dealing with an animal.
That's right.
You understand? You want to ask him for human rights. You're dealing with an animal.
That's right.
You understand? So you better wake up. You better understand that ain't gonna. You look at this cat here. It's not gonna change his mind. Not gonna change it. Oh, you voted for. Let me go ahead and let democracy work. Are you serious?
That's right.
So you better understand. You better link up with the ISUPK and get in here and change your life. And understand what time it is, man. The Lord is about to push the reset button on this place. So like I yield.
And just to add, Salaki, just to add to what you were saying, Kahan, also too, like, you know what I mean, and to think that, you know what I mean, you could go up against this oppressor with guns, you got to be a fool. Why? You think it's by chance Black people don't have a gun factory? You really think it's by chance? You really think it's by chance you don't have a factory that making bullets? You think it's by chance? You really think it's by chance? Ain't by chance. Ain't nothing by chance in this man empire. You're not doing certain things because he don't want you doing certain things. He don't want you doing it. You understand? So we need to wake up and really understand that, you know what I mean, that we have to come together, but we're going to really need the Lord in this work. We will really need him.
That's right.
You understand? I yield.
Salaki, sir, and just to piggyback to him, what both of y'all was saying, but especially Captain Kahan, he was touching on something. Captain Kahan, what you was describing is exactly what happened in Hurricane Katrina. There were men that were in uniform that our people thought was coming to rescue them.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear first-hand account stories, and they got documentaries about it, how these devils in uniform, in police uniform, police officers, National Guard members were picking off Black people. When I say picking off, this is what a white woman described. That was a neighbor to a white man and a group of white men. She said they were cheering and celebrating as they were hunting Black people during Hurricane Katrina in the midst of a natural disaster. These oppressors' focus wasn't on anything else, but now preying upon you. If you think what we saying is far-fetched, you better listen to the priests and prophets. You understand? If you don't listen to the priests and prophets, you better at least educate yourself on the real going on of this country and the history of this nation, because you don't understand the white man. We do, because God revealed to us who the white man is.
That's right.
God showed us who the white man is. God called the white man our enemy, the devil. That's what God said. And the Lord told us to never trust thine enemy. Why you want to be American is beyond me. Why you think voting is like Captain Nayathak said, you think a vote is going to change his mind? Tell me what political party is gonna matter when you got somebody that look like him kicking in your door? You don't live in reality, and that's because of the Christian church has taught us to live in a fairy tale reality, a fairy tale world.
That's right.
The reality is we are to never trust this oppressor, his systems, his culture, his way of life. We have to come back to our way of life, and that's following the Bible according to what, following the Bible, and we do that in the ISUPK. You understand? You better come find out how you can protect your people and protect yourself. So, Lucky.
Lucky, that was Captain Khan that make that heavy point with this oppressor here. Like you ain't gonna, you know what I mean? You can't, you know what I mean? Ain't no Democrat or Republican. Like I was saying, like he's seeing white. You understand?
Right.
You know what I mean? Black is a target. You know what I mean? Like that dot, you know what I mean? That he connecting the dots. You understand? He's an oppressor. He don't care about, you know what I mean, Republicans or Democrats. Because Republicans or Democrats, George Washington, where he was.
Exactly.
Whig party.
Whig. White party. You understand? You understand? Like they don't care.
Right.
Once they in power, and that's all they care about. Once they're in power. That's why they will never come out and say, you know what I mean, abortion is really to control you, black man, Hispanics and Native Indians. You understand? These abortion laws, these abortion rights, these woman health is really to unalive our babies. You understand? All right. You all want to touch on something else, or you want to continue, you know what I mean, eating away at this
Come on, we could touch on something else. I think they get the point. I mean, like I said, that picture right there, they need to screenshot this. You know what I'm saying? And think about this and put this next to Kamala Harris and Donald Trump. So
right.
They put this in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Let them know that this is the other thing that you're not taking into account. You know what I'm saying? The sheer will for power. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yahanna, I think you just, you know what I mean? You just step on something there. Have them explain this.
That's right.
This should be a topic in the debate.
Exactly.
What you're going to do with these militias? What are these militias doing? You have the police force. You have an army. You have what do I call them, guards?
You talking about the
National Guard?
The National Guards. Why you need a militia?
Exactly.
What you need a militia for? What your county need a militia for? Somebody going to invade? Who's going to invade?
Exactly.
Nah. They got to explain this, as you're saying. Have them explain why they have militias going up around the place like that. And have so many.
That's right.
America has a military. You know what I mean? And they claim to have the best military on the planet Earth.
Exactly.
That's the whole claim. Everybody's scared to fight America. That's what they say. So why you have militias? I think they'll come to one conclusion.
That's right.
You understand? I forget the picture might have to stay on the screen. All right, until Cap come back. But I don't know which other one you all want to touch on. Anyone?
So like
you want to touch any military man that there? We can just touch on it and go. The commander that was holding the rifle back, the scope backwards. I think that was number 3.
Oh yeah, Khan. Navy commander relieved of duty after photos showed him firing rifle with scope backward. Said the commander of a Navy destroyer that's helping protect the San Diego-based aircraft carrier USS Theodore Roosevelt in the Middle East has been relieved of duty about 4 months after he was seen in a photo firing a rifle with a scope mounted backward. The image brought the Navy considerable ridicule on social media. The San Diego Union Tribune reported that Cameron Yates, commanding officer of the destroyer USS John McCain, was removed on Friday. The Navy said Yates was relieved of duty due to a loss of confidence in his ability to command the guided missile destroyer that's currently deployed in the Gulf of Oman.
Salakia. And this is the problem. This is the problem. You know what I mean? Like they didn't know he wasn't qualified for this job. Was he qualified or was he not qualified for the job? Or did he get the position because he was an oppressor? You understand?
Right.
Like you can't be all the way up there and not know you have the a scope on backwards. That is too ridiculous.
Right.
That is, you know what I mean? That is ridiculous.
And Salakia. And that's why it's good this picture on the screen, because that's what he looked at that. He said, you know, I should take over. Look, when he see this cat here, he like, you know what? This is, you know what I'm saying? That enraged him even more. This country is going to hell. It's time for us to, you know what I'm saying? Like and listen, there's gonna be splits in his ranks, even in the military. Because once again, they don't want that anti-government talk. But when they see this, they're gonna say these people, he shouldn't be in charge of the destroyer. He can't even put a scope on. So even among them, there's contention. On who should have power. It's a power struggle. You know what I'm saying? So you just believe, you know what I'm saying, the people that was under him, whoever that commander was, they probably said, man, I ain't listening to this cat. You got to scope backwards. You know what I'm saying? They probably, you know, all kind of stuff, man. So, man, once again, this is just showing, and you know, the other countries that's against America, you know, it's like the writing on the wall for them. They're like, okay, they looking for gaps. You know what I'm saying? They looking, you know what I'm saying? They feel like if they see some weakness, they feel like that's why they had to remove that cat off his post.
They
said, man, the confidence, you know, there's a quote that Napoleon says, oh man, it's the quote that he said. He said that all is not lost as long as courage remains. Something like that. It was some quote that Napoleon said, man. And he was a straight up, you know what I'm saying? They consider him a military tactician. You know what I'm saying? But he was definitely an Edomite that was brutal. You know what I'm saying? That's how they look at it. They have to, that courage have to be there. They could be outnumbered, but if that courage is there, all hope is not lost.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how they look at it, man. And we should learn something from that. Not on the left-hand side, but on the right-hand side when it comes to spirituality. And how we supposed to serve our God. Really, we behind enemy lines right now, brothers and sisters. We're going to our enemy schools. We're going to his place of religious worship. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you are sleeping with the enemy. We are behind enemy line. We at war.
That's right.
And we don't have a way to go if you don't serve the Lord, if you don't know the way out. And the way out, the way to withstand this battle, and then to take over the whole battlefield is to serve the Lord. You reading about it in the Bible with Joshua and all the great warriors and judges and the priests and prophets and even some of the kings. This is what this book is about. How can we get in a position to defend ourselves and maintain and preserve ourselves, man? It's come to a point of now it's self-preservation. That's where it's coming to now.
Because if you look at it too, Cap, okay, that picture says so much. Not this picture alone, but there's a picture, if we could show it, with the commander with the gun, right? And you look at it, and you know what I mean, black people will think, you know what I mean, looking at this picture, you know what I mean, the white man is so powerful, he's in charge, he is this. You understand? You look at that and you like, you know what I mean, like he is, that picture of him right there is, he's in his power.
Right.
You understand? When you look closely, he don't know how to control that power. He don't know what to do with that power. He's a
That's right.
tool that's in charge.
That's right.
But you look at him as he's the smartest. He going to the moon. He building an atomic bomb. He doing this. He all across the earth. That's a fool across the earth. And that's a fool right in your backyard. That's a fool that you're going to school with. You understand? And that picture tell you that it's a fool you're going to school with.
That's right.
But yet and still, your parents want to tell you, or your leaders want to tell you, you need to go to school and get a degree. Well, did that commander get a degree? And if he did get a degree, why in the hell we seen a picture with him holding a rifle with his scope backwards?
That's right. That's right.
Why are we seeing that?
Damn
You
right.
understand? And now they play it off as this individual. Now, what to say if it was a black man that did that?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What would happen? They wouldn't want to see none of us in charge in that military.
That's right.
Yep.
You could have been a sergeant and they would have treated you like a private.
Exactly.
Yep.
You understand? You could have been a general and you had an answer for what this commander, this ship did.
Right.
If he was black. But because he's an oppressor, they just relieve him of his duty and that's about it.
That's Salaki, Cap.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Cap.
Salaki. No, you go ahead.
Man, that's so spiritual, Cap, what you just said, man. And one thing, man, that's one thing black men knew when they integrated into the military. They knew that whatever we did, it was going to be reflection on other black soldiers. Like if a black man got promoted, all the brothers felt like, man, we got one of us in there. You know what I'm saying? But we know if it was a lot of pressure because there was, you know what I'm saying, it was gonna make the whole race look a certain way if you didn't fly that plane right or if you didn't do certain things right. You know what I'm saying? But I thank the Lord. That's why the Lord gave Esau West Point and gave Jacob one West.
That's right.
This is why. Oh man, it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. You understand? Because the spirit warf against the flesh. You know what I'm saying? And once again, when you look at power, and a lot of people don't understand what power is because they don't have any understanding. We live in a social media world, you know, a clout-driven world and so forth, and all these things that you see going on in the earth. But one thing about power is custom made. It's a custom made wardrobe, and it don't fit everybody. You know what I'm saying? And if you wear it long enough and it's not fitting you, you're gonna become uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And you're gonna take pictures like this. You know what I'm saying? There's an old saying, you remember the story, they said the emperor has no clothes. Well, guess what? This man is being exposed more and more. Now he has the artillery now.
Yep.
You understand? He has the capability, but he's incompetent. He's not fit to rule. And the world is seeing this more and more.
Yeah.
You can drop a bomb. Who can? A caveman can drop a bomb on somebody.
Yep.
But when you talk about civility and diplomacy and how to govern the earth without having a gun barrel in somebody's face, he can't do that.
No.
He can't. It take a man of God to do that. It take a man of reason, a man of some understanding and wisdom to be able to rule a nation without just bopping bombs on them into oblivion and creating another generation of terrorists, another generation of insurrectionists. I have that ability, but I'll tell you who does. Commanding General Yahanna has that ability.
That's right.
In the Israelite School of UPK.
That's right.
And these brothers that's coming under, you know what I'm saying, Commanding General Yahanna, that's being trained to understand. There's wisdom in everything that you do. The Bible said 3 strong men can take a city.
Right.
That ain't always talking about physical strength.
That's
There's
right.
strength in other different areas of life that you need to take and hold a city. And that's wisdom. So like I yield.
Salaki, if I may, looking at this this photo right here in this article, The scripture Officer Sawat pulled earlier was perfect for this. And then I think of the one in Isaiah 30 where it says, the trust in Egypt shall be your shame and confusion.
Right.
And this brings me back to how when Donald Trump almost got assassinated, there were so many conspiracy theories on how there's no way this could have happened because of this and this distance and the height of this building. Everybody was an expert now on security. I never met so many security experts. but I, me and Captain Shock was talking about it, and I was like, maybe, just maybe, that America is not what the hell we think it is. Maybe they are just this incompetent. And for so long, we have been believing a lie about what we think the white man is. When we think of the white man in the Secret Service and the CIA and the military, we think SEAL Team 6, Zero Dark 30. We think Hollywood, what Hollywood has fed us, what he has fed us to believe about him. When the Lord said, the trust in Egypt shall be your shame. Right. I think when it's all said and done and we look back after this place is destroyed, I think we are going to be so embarrassed for the little things, not even this major stuff right here. I think we're going to be so embarrassed to find out just how much not together America is not what we think it is. Damn. Like we're gonna look back and be like, damn, them devils was winging it the whole time. Right. They was winging it, and we just was so scared and so not together that they was able to wing it.
That's right.
And so it's like, it's, to me, this story right here just highlights that. It's like how you got a commanding officer of a ship that has missiles on it, and he doesn't even know the right or wrong way of his goddamn scope of his firearm. Like that is to me is a microcosm to, okay, the fact that Esau doesn't trust in his own people, you should follow that. So you of our people that want to follow Esau, well, Esau took his trust out of his top commander.
Right.
You gotta learn. If you're gonna follow Esau, follow him. Esau don't trust Esau. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta wake up and realize you better take your trust from these folks in this nation, man, because it's not going to benefit you. It's going to be to your shame and your confusion. So lock it.
That's right. And because Zach, you said something so heavy too with that media. That media, especially the Hollywood been, that is their image. That is where they push and get all their image from. Because without Hollywood, we'll see the oppressor for who he is. I don't know if you all know about this this movie that's coming out depicting sisters in the military. I think Hollywood, there's a show coming out in a couple months.
It sounds familiar.
I think Tyler Perry directing that. I think he either him or Lee Daniels, one of them directing that. Ain't
I'm not too sure if it's them pulling that one off with black women in the military. But that just goes to show that they are going to now try to do what? Like war is going on all around the earth right now. But that whole Hollywood is going to try to get black brothers and black sisters, Hispanics and Native Indians, to go and join. And that gonna be, that gonna be one of our downfall. You understand? Like that media itself makes the oppressor looks like he is untouchable. When you go look at the news, you go look at the news. It's not coming out in the news, but you go look at it, go look around. America giving Ukraine their weapons, but they ain't telling you that them Russians jamming the hell out of them American weapons. You understand? And them Russians, hitting Ukraine, pounding Ukraine, you understand? To the point, that whole Ukraine war is just a farce. It's just a show for what to come.
That's right.
You understand? But America been trying to, showing you that they're the biggest and baddest.
Right.
Their weapons falling out of the sky. They ain't telling you that Iron Dome, it ain't 100% accurate.
That's right.
Them rockets falling out of the sky and landing right, maybe on their own people, on their own land. You understand? But to us, you know what I mean, we trust in them. We trust in their might. When we will get a wake-up call, those of us who really trust in America, we're going to get a serious wake-up call and realize you can't do that.
That's right.
Yeah, this is it right here. Yep, this is it right here.
Yeah, or what do you call it? The 6888 by Tyler Perry.
Yeah. No, now you understand, you know what I mean, what's going on. Why Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels and them, they know, and 50 Cent's right behind them, getting played like that because they are in bed with the oppressor. They are pushing what the oppressor want on black people. You understand? Which is to keep us asleep, which is to trust in this oppression we in. Trust in it. You understand? When we're going to have to stop, we're going to fight against that. Ain't no woman supposed to be in the military. But it's going to make it look, they're going to try and glorify it. And now these sisters who don't, you know what I mean, who really looking for a way out, will think this is a way out, and it will be 6 feet under, and nobody gives a damn. You understand?
Yeah, that's mad. This with this whole again election year, and then they're talking about the draft and all of that. They're coming out with these type of things. It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. It's going to be absolutely bad for us. You know what I mean? So, looking at the time, Akim, I think we could wrap there now. And I know they definitely got way more stories, but shit, yeah, it's definitely a whole lot going on in the nation all the time. We giving you all the perspective, you know, what the Lord say going on, and what you should do. And you should definitely listen and watch what's really happening. Now is a good time how the Lord say, watch and pray. You know what I mean? You should be watching what's going on and seeing and adjusting yourself to suit, because this here is, you know, it can't be, you can't be chasing the American dream at this point.
That's right.
You got to be looking after reality. So like you can put.
And just to add to what you're saying too, you all need to go turn on the news and look at what's going on in Tel Aviv right now.
Right.
You understand? When we rioting, when we crying out, they calling us a bunch of animals. Well, you go turn your TV on and see 500,000 animals on the screen.
That's right.
Go turn the TV on and see that. You understand?
I'll take that.
When we, you know what I mean, under all the oppression, they in all the power and might, and they are burning the streets. They're lighting, they're having bonfires in the streets. You understand? They have them cannons, the city spring skunk water on them people.
That's right.
You understand? Skunk water. You gonna call us animals when we fully getting oppressed? What is their what's their problem?
What's their excuse?
It's just a few of them that have captive. Where's your problem? They lost 6. We've been losing hundreds and thousands.
That's right.
We've been losing babies. We've been losing Tamir Rices. You understand? We've been losing Sonia Massey's. We've been losing them.
Right.
All right. All right, Cap.
When we losing Freddie Gray. But when we go to the street, when we go in the streets and let off some steam, we animals.
That's right.
Go turn the TV on and see 500,000 animals in the streets of Tel Aviv. We'll turn it on. But the media will not push that. Why? Because the media is out to make your image look like you the wrong people when you the people supposed to be in charge of this place.
Yeah,
If you was in charge of this place, then them baby face unalivers will not stand a chance. From the time you see him talking about school and shooting in the same sentence, it's a done deal. Where's them guns?
That's right.
You gotta watch him.
You understand? Where's them guns?
That's it.
That's right.
You understand? Yeah. Khan. Oh, okay. You not going to school. You're gonna be homeschooled from now on.
That's right.
And you, Mr. Oppressor, you are doing a piss poor job on this little boy right here. You understand?
Right.
You gotta call us bad parents. You like to say we bad parents. What you gonna say about this oppressor?
That's right.
He in his son's life.
Right.
And this way he know what his son is about. And he's still nah.
That's
You
right.
can't come and tell black people we don't like, you know what I mean, black men that don't like the kids. We love our kids.
That's right.
You white oppressors, you don't love your kids.
Right.
You know, go spend the rest of your life in jail with them.
That's right.
Right. And Salaki, Cap. If I could say one thing with Captain Nah, don't give it up again, Captain Nah, man. He just said right there, it need to be echoing on the student council and all these city councils they be having about the school board. Because you look at it, when you really look at it, man, we gotta stop trying to. First of all, we don't owe America nothing. Let's just get that out there. Let's just start the conversation with that. Black people, Hispanic, Latino, Native American, Indian people don't owe America nothing. Let's just free, like General Muhammad say, let's free yourself from that. Free yourself. Because you don't owe this country nothing. They say the country don't owe you anything, well, you don't owe this country nothing. But the crazy part about it is that we have to always try to justify our existence here. And no other race have to do that. Like Captain Al-Thaq said, you look at what's going on in Tel Aviv. Look what's going on in that so-called land, Israel. You know what I'm saying? That occupied territory in our ancestral land, that little portion they have, what they're doing over there. Look what they're doing. The Bible said a bastard gonna dwell in Ashdod. Look at what's going on, and it's biblical. You know what I'm saying? But no one is saying you owe your country nothing. They ain't sitting there saying that you anti-patriot. But the UPK, we come on the street and we talk about, what's going on in America, and you mad with us. You want to send Commander General Yahanna hate mail after hate mail. You should be thanking him. You should be giving him keys to these cities.
Yes, sir.
You should be giving him accolades and saying, "How? Well, we heard your diatribe on this, and we heard this. What can we do to help?"
That's right.
Know you willing to be in the forefront of these issues and not afraid to speak. How can we help? You're not doing that though. You understand? You're trying to stop the Lord's influence. But I got news for you. The truth didn't already beat the algorithm.
Right.
I got news for you. The algorithm got to catch up, to be honest. The truth didn't already beat it. You understand? There's only one thing that's undefeated, and that's the word of the Lord.
That's right.
So like I yield.
That's right. Listen, man, we gonna wrap it there tonight, Israel. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure and stay plugged in and tapped in with Commander General Yahanna. He on every Monday night, live at 9 p.m. with his whole crew right on this channel. Make sure everybody know about this channel too. The real General Yahanna is gonna be broadcast on this YouTube channel, because you're gonna get everything you need, all the instruction you need in this last time. You know what I mean? You're gonna get all the instructions you need in this last time. You're gonna eat that lamp to light your feet. That's what's gonna be you're gonna need in this time in here. You know what I mean? Because right now everybody in bliss, everybody, la la la, enjoying the internet and the TikToks and the Instagrams and enjoying the pleasures of life and living it up. Boy, the Lord is putting the plug on this place real soon. So y'all stay tuned, support the truth, pay your tithes, isupk.com, pay your tithes, man. Get this house strong.
That's right.
Strong and stored up and strong. Do your part, man. Do your part. If you can, bring yourself with the tithes, just send the tithes. Don't worry.
That's right.
Send them tithes, and we're gonna do our work and your portion too. Send them tithes in isupk.com. Don't forget, next year Passover, April 12th, 2025, Atlanta, Georgia. We're gonna be down in Atlanta, and we're gonna show you what real security look like. We're gonna show you what a real lockdown look like. The whole place gonna be, under the Lord's control for sure. If Christ ain't back yet, but Again, we're gonna be back next week, Saturday. You know, Lord allow, you know, weather permitted, we're gonna be back again. We thank everybody who come through. We are Captain Nathak holding us down from Carolinas. You know what I mean? Every week we have Captain Kahan holding us down there from the south. You know what I mean? Holding everything down. We have Captain Kapash. You know what I mean? Holding us down. We are, you know what I mean?
That's
we are
right.
also Warrior holding us down from, you know, DC.
Right.
We are also Officer Kazakai Mad holding us down.
Right.
In TikTok doing all this commentary.
That's right.
You know, rocking it out.
That's right.
Bringing it all in. You know what I mean? We're gonna be back next week, Lord allow, man. Y'all stay tuned, Israel. Like this place is falling. Absolutely falling.
Yep.
We're gonna see y'all. Tune into Commander Yahanna this Monday, man. Yep,
Right.
Yeah. On 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters